Yeah. I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time to get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for you. Daily reflection got me vexed about my ways. Did not reproach myself, this flesh I can't escape. Put myself in check, Nike tracksuit in this case. A two-edged sword, you know that word, katana blades. Blades cut me asunder so my carnal mind don't blunder. Thank the Most High for SOT, I'm out that slumber. I pray I'm of the multitude that you can't number. Times he had blessed me like in forests counting trees. Yeah, how a light is judgment, bring it to your knees. And it's a thin line between just enough and greed. Yeah, greed. I'm hungry for some righteous knowledge, I'm intrigued. Instruct on how to make it better for our seed. Loving your people, it's just more than a good deed. Seasons we got crabby with each other, disobeyed. So he put a nation over us, men that were base. They pervert the truth, they full of hate, they reprobates. Truth, he made us all, but us and you can't conflate. Both found in the ditch when the fool tries to lead the blind. To be upright man, perfect the laws and be divine. Take me through that fire, a new mind to be refined. Even if at night the light hit gold, we still gon' shine. We still gon', yeah. You got that title that don't make you a good leader. You think your followers be gassing you, that's ether. He's pimping past the McIntyre congregation's Reba. Yeah, I see it. The wicked prosper, don't get caught up with the allure. A constant thought is when our nation gon' get restored. Search for the answers, keep the laws at the end, endure. Yeah, endure. All the advices in the book that the fool won't visit. In wisdom show herself, the few and the most won't get it. A wise man said, is this for sure or are you committed? Yeah, I'm in this. I'm putting bricks in for myself, you make your decision. The map is laid, I took the step, you trust your improvisions. A mustard seed of faith, now watch it grow up through the ceiling. And the Most High, he order all the steps I take. Time to get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for your grace.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceit, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the Truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom.
All right, well, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by Shema Mashak Yahweh Shai. Right? It's all praise to the Heavenly Father in the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. Right. All right, we are the Sons of Thunder Israelites coming in here week in and week out, not only to prophesy the downfall of this wicked nation and kingdom, but to exhort you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in sincerity and in truth. Letting y'all know y'all are the chosen people of God and y'all are the apple of the Most High's eye, man. Right? Welcome to another Truth Tuesday, right? Where we
That's
take
right.
all false doctrine, all false ways and teachings, and we put it to the lie detector test, right? We put it on a lie detector test, and our lie detector test is this: the Bible. If it aligns with what the Bible is teaching, then it's right. But if it's straying aside, it's wrong, right? And that's how we
Right.
determine whether something is the truth or not, right? And that's the discernment that the Most High gives us through His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? Thank y'all for joining us, and let me go ahead and shout out the people, man. Hold on, real fast. Let me see if I can get on here on YouTube. Let's see what I can do. Khan. Shalom, shalom, family. Shalom to Soldier Yaquaria, Jocelyn Edwards. How you say that? Y'all all Hios del Torino. I hope, hey, Salakia. I may have butchered that, but Salakia. Hios del Torino.
Hijos del Trueno, other one. So
Hijos
let me
del
guess
Trueno.
that.
Shalom to that brother right there, man. Or
That's
sister.
right.
You know, whatever you may be. Your Oparium, Warrior Micah Allah,
Shalom,
right? Kazak,
shalom,
Kowal Shalom, She's Thriving, House of Nakawa Shah,
shalom.
Soldier Yotham, Faith Love, Yazabah. And if y'all was wondering who was giving them bars, man, right on that smooth track called Grace, that's the Soldier Yazabah right there.
Khan.
Praises to the Most High. That's my favorite, man. Right, Soldier James, Shalom, Malak, Yawasap, Shalom, my brother.
Shalom,
Shalom to John Allen, Soldier the Rock, Sario Lisby, Saria. Salakia, sister, if I'm butchering your name, but you know, it's kindness in my heart, I promise. It's no maliciousness.
That's
Right, Shalom to that sister in the chat. Right? And shalom to everybody else. If y'all was wondering who I was shouting out, are the members. Those are the members of the Sons of Thunder channel. Right? The members have certain perks. They have their names glowing. They got special emojis that all of y'all don't got. Right? They get access to the feast days and things like that, as if they were Patreon members, right? And if you were wondering what's a Patreon member, a Patreon is another way that you can support the body, right? Where you can get access to exclusive content, right? Access to our library, see different discussions that we have with different leaders of the community. Oh, hey, that's the King Ecclesiastes, man. That's who that is. Hey, shalom to that mighty brother, man. Uh, right, access to our library and certain articles that we use during debates, man. It's a lot of stuff in our Patreon, and it's a lot of stuff when you become a member, right? But listen, if you would like to become a member, if you would like to become a Patreon member, right, go ahead and inquire about that. How you become a member of the channel is going to our YouTube channel and go to our YouTube channel and click join, right? And if you would like to become a Patreon member, what you do is click Patreon/Sons of Thunder Israelites, right? All praises to the Most High God. What we have for y'all today is a great lesson, man. A great lesson. It says, don't bring this into 2024. Now, as the Israelites, we follow. We do not subscribe, right, to the Gregorian calendar when it comes to our spirituality and when it comes to us keeping the feast days of the Lord, right? When it comes to the feast days of the Lord, how we mark our months is by the moon, right? This is quick education, right? Let's go to that inside rap. All right, 43.
Cool.
Let's see what that says. Do verse 6. All right. So this, because we call ourselves the Israelites. We are the Israelites of the Bible. So what we do is we tailor and take back our culture, and how we find out what our culture is by the word of God. Give me Sirach 17 and verse 11. Bring that out as well.
Hold on.
Because it's important. During slavery, right? What happened to us when we were stripped of our nationality and heritage and given, right, a heritage that was not ours. And that heritage is from the so-called white man, right? And he gets his heritage from that Roman, that Greek, right? All of that Roman and Greek influence, right? So that's a lot of things that you're doing today has those ties in with Roman, Greek, right? Influence. And then in the Greek captivity, in that Greek culture, what they were doing was mixing all type of stuff in their culture, right? They was mixing Egypt, right? They were mixing different Hamitic nations into their culture as well, right? They have a mixing pot right there. Right? But us as Israelites, our culture is this right here. Read that in Sirach 17 and 11.
Conrad wants the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and the law of life for a heritage.
So our heritage, being the Israelites of the Bible, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, our heritage is the law of God. Right? Read on. I mean, Salaki, that's it. That was the point on that. Right? Our heritage, what we're coming back to, is the commandments of the Most High Power. Right? We're coming out of the ways of Greco-Roman culture, right? The ways of this world, and we're coming back to what the Lord told us our nationality and heritage is. This word. Right? And let's see what the word tells us to do as pertaining to holidays, as pertaining to feast days. Read that in Sirach 43 and 6. Read that.
Conrad wants the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43, starting at verse 6.
Bring it out.
He made the moon also to serve in her season.
So he made the moon to serve in her seasons. Read.
For a declaration of times.
What?
A declaration of times.
Read on.
And a sign of the world.
And a sign of the world. So this sign, the moon, was a declaration of times, right? So that's how we're going to determine the months. Read on. Keep reading. It's going to tell us.
Verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feasts.
Mm-hmm.
A light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Read on.
The month is called after her name.
The what?
The month is called after her name.
Read.
Increasing wonderfully in her changing.
So the moon increases as it changes, right? And the month is called the beginning. If it increases as it changing, what did it start as? A dark moon. So that's the beginning of the month. So how a Israelite, a Bible believer, is supposed to count their months is by the dark moon. The dark moon, that's the beginning of your month. And then your calendar moves by the cycle of the moon, right? Every time it's a dark moon, that's a new month. Every time it's a dark moon, that's a new month, right? And as that cycle goes on, that's how your months get counted, right? So we do not subscribe that 2024 is the new year, right? But nevertheless, I don't want to see this behavior that we talk about in this class tonight in 2024. Right. I don't want to see it no more. A lot of y'all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is walking around the earth talking about it's a new year and it's a new you. Well, if it's a new year, new you, I don't want to see this behavior right here. I don't want to see this behavior. What we about to go over is abominable, right? Hey, Kaka, one more moment. And what I want the brothers and sisters to do is highlight the worst thing that y'all have seen in the year of 2023. Put in the chat what you felt like was the worst thing that you've seen in that year 2023. All right, but go ahead, my brother.
Hey, real quick, I want because that's important. You're saying that, right? Because a lot of us we're supposed, even though most of us, we do our best to keep the Hebrew calendar right. At the end of the day, we still keep this year. We still keep it. We still keep it because that's the way that our life goes, right? Of course, we keep our holidays, Salakia, according to our Hebrew calendar. But we still gotta live life according to this calendar, which is of course Esau's calendar, right? So there's a holiday that we said we don't celebrate Easter's holidays, right? But there's a holiday, and everybody can Google it. Google January 12th. January 12th is literally Quitters Day. And I heard that today, and I was like, that's funny with the Quitters Day, because a lot of you are gonna be quitters. And of course, I'm mostly speaking to Jake and Eva on the world, right? But even us as Israelites, we set these humongous, beautiful goals. But then what do? We go back to the world. We quit. So if you're gonna keep on quitting and going back and leaving the truth or leaving this congregation and whatever you gotta be going on, make sure you celebrate January 12th, because that day was made for you, for a straight quitter. And I yield out one.
Hey, y'all, I had to let y'all know that, man. Y'all was really disguising yourselves in school. Y'all was really quitters, man. Let me see if I got a preset for that. I had one, but I guess I caught it wrong in my brain. Okay, yeah. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 21. Verse 22. But it had happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is returned to his own vomit again, and the song was washed of her wallowing in the mire. That precept just go with what the brother was saying, man. Right? Quitters Day. They went in and did what they did. They said all of these goals, but then they went back to their own vomit.
Let me get a preset 2 out of 1, Bible Shah.
Go ahead. Hey,
what's up?
They saying some crazy, like, it's some crazy stuff that I forgot about that happened that they bringing back up. But go ahead, read your precept.
Hey, my soldier, let me get Luke 18 and 1, Bible Shah.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 18, starting at verse 1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men might always, Salakia, that men ought always to pray and not to faint.
What does that mean? Don't get weak. Don't get weak in your little emotions. Don't get weak in what life's throwing at you. Don't get weak. Pray. Take advantage of prayer. The Most High gave you prayer as a defense. Give it to you as a superpower. Your superpowers are this: having faith and praying. We have superpowers, but the reason we don't use them is because we really don't believe in them. Right. I'm saying all this to say what? We have a goal we gotta achieve. That's get the kingdom. That's stay in this truth. That's stay brotherly. Love your brother. Don't leave your brother when stuff happens. Don't leave your sister when stuff happens. No, you're supposed to always pray and don't go weak. And the reason I said about the Quitters Day, because a lot of us, believe it or not, we celebrate that day. Why? Because in a couple of days, we always give up our goals. We always give up the kingdom. Why? Because we let go back to a world. We let our emotions get the best of us. That's what we're about to talk today about is what's going on right now. Our people quit every single day. That's why they don't care. That's why they do all this folly. You see that you see it's 2024, but yeah, and it's crazy. It's 2024 is only day 2 of 2024, according to the calendar, right? And we're really seeing everything is ramping up. It's a year of election. There's so much folly going on, and our people are like this. Well, let's see what's the new drama with Kanye West. Anyways, I yield out of one.
Right. Man, look, one of the worst things that happened in 2023. My brother said sexy red, man. Israelites put bacon in corn. Yes, that was bad. This is like it's like a hall of shame, man. Right? Yahweh Shai, look, that's what she talking about. Yahweh Shai Day Part 1 and Part 2, man.
Yo, for real, sis.
Hey, anything dealing with Blueface and Krishan Rock, man.
That's what I was thinking about. I am so sick of these damn people.
Hey, cuz they just always up on social media, man. Like, hey, man. I seen that. Y'all was about to say, I know y'all seen them little girls in the living room with the karaoke machine singing Sexy Red. And it's like some dang on vulgar lyrics. But they not cussing, they not saying them, but they really listening to it. And it's like programming in their brain. It's a wild and explicit song. It's crazy. I know y'all seen that. Put a 7 in the chat if y'all seen that video. Women and 403 life is the worst I've seen. Yes, man. These women making that their lifestyle is
true, warrior.
Bad. 5-year-old girls twerking. Yes. Jada Oh my. And hey, one of the worst things that happened with Jada, when she went to a convention with all Eve, and then she had to lie to cover up another lie. So, but that cover up, the women there accepting anything. So that cover up, they like yes, yes, and they all cheering her on when she just lying. That was bad. And we're gonna talk about Eve too. We're gonna talk about Eve. We're gonna talk about you, Jake. We're gonna get on your weak ass, and then y'all children that y'all make. We're gonna get on them too, man. Right? Yeah, man. They seen that. It's sad. The video of them girls, man.
That's right, Keen.
Right? How do you ruin corn, man? They ruin corn by putting pork in it. That's how they ruin the corn.
I don't want. Who the hell dips a disgusting piece of ham in Coca-Cola for like 3 days? Who does that? That's what the man is doing with the corn. He's putting his ham for 3 days in Coca-Cola. Let it marinate. They don't even sound good.
Hey,
But
sister Vivian, I don't know what's going on, but if you want to have counsel on that situation, I don't think that spiel is for this chat as of now. But if you want to have counsel about that situation, please give us an email at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. But go ahead, my brother.
Hawaii posted one that I was thinking of the most.
Now, y'all were all. Did you finish?
Salaki.
Yeah, kind of. I was going on. I know you're good at one. Okay. I was just ranting on the same thing.
You said who posted one?
Hawaii Yar. It's about 3 or 4 comments up, and that's the one that's been on my mind the most. Is brothers putting the plow down, man. Especially in organizations and their congregations. Everything else that's been happening, politically and in the world, and what's going on with our women. I'm kind of expect that, but when you think about brothers that's doing the work, and you expect them to continue to do that, and the reason why they leave without getting counsel, and they hold on to grudges, and they don't say anything, and it's the smallest things that expose their spirit, and they just leave, man. It's just it's disappointing.
Yeah.
Are you?
Hey, Keen, they left your house, Keen. They left your house, you know what I'm saying? So it's bound to happen. It actually is very sad. And I'm gonna say it's cowardly. I'm gonna say it again, it's cowardly. But it's bound to happen, you know what I'm saying, Keen? Are you?
Are you saying wax or wane is the full moon or the new moon? This is the sky. We're saying that the dark moon, when you look in the sky and there's no moon in the sky, that is what the Bible is describing as the new moon, as when you start your months. That's what we're saying. Just the sky.
Bring your precept, Keen. I'll read it for you, Keen. What is it?
1 John 2:19.
All right, I got you. Let me get it out real quick. That's the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 19. They were not from us, but they were not of us. For they have been of us, they would have no doubt continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. Can you read it? But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things.
Yes, Salaki. So as Adawan Yaron was mentioning, failing the body is one thing, but they failed Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? So it's difficult to kind of accept sometimes at one point when brothers leave. This is something I had a conversation with Adawan before. It's like sometimes brothers just gonna leave. You gotta accept them and love them from a distance and move forward and keep that plow going. So I yield with that.
For sure. Alvin Ham. Hey man, are you a Christian? If you're a Christian, put a 7 in the chat, Alvin Ham. We could bring you on, bro. We could really have a conversation with you.
Was he asking out of one?
He's talking about some y'all need a new reader. When you come on the platform, you read for us, man.
That's right, please.
So what? All right. You just against Hebrew Israelites?
Let me guess. He wants salvation for the white man. That's all he cares about. The white man. He don't care about the people out there.
This nigga's weird.
They don't care about the Philippines. They don't care about the people out there in Sudan. They don't care about the people in the Australia. They just care about the white man, and that's it.
Yeah, man. We care about the white man. What I tell him to put a 7 in the chat for?
If you're a Christian, wants to come on.
Oh, you He put a 7 in the chat if you're a Christian.
I'm not sure. That's what you asked out of one. I cannot see the chat.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's kind of laggy on my end too. I don't want to slow.
All right, bro. Hey, bro. They say some static. Why y'all not talking? Y'all mute y'all mic. I don't want to get like up say some static. That link is for that Christian in the chat. Let's get into this though. I have 3 things. My top 3 things that I do not want to see in 2023. Right? My top 3 things that I do not want to see in the year 2023, bro. Right? 2024. That's a neck. 2024. Right? Let's see what I don't want to see. Hey, go ahead and bring that up. What we gonna call? We gonna. Hey, Mario, put up. Yeah, bring that down up. So look at this. So what y'all seeing right now is a news article, revolving and talking about a shooting that happened in Atlantic Station. Right? Go ahead, scroll down, brother. And these are the 2 victims of the shooting. Right? Go if you zoom your camera, zoom your thing out a little bit so we can see the. Hold on, yeah, go to the right under it, brother, under the picture, yeah, and then zoom into that. Why is it so big? So I'm gonna read it. So the picture that you seen above is 15. It's a Zion Charles and Cameron Jackson, right? A 15-year-old was taken into custody on Monday by the Atlanta Police Department and Fulton County Sheriff's Office. A second 15-year-old surrendered himself to the Atlanta police in their downtown headquarters. Earlier this month, D. Rodney E. Russell was arrested by the Clayton County Sheriff's Office. He was since been booked in the Fulton County jail. 6 counts of aggravated assault, 4 counts of felony murder, 2 counts of murder, and multiple gang and weapon possession charges. Right? Go ahead, scroll down. Yeah. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so these are all young. The 2 young brothers that died. We got 2 young brothers that died. A 12-year-old Zion Charles and 15-year-old Cameron Jackson. Right? These are the 2 men that died, and this is the brother that did it. And it's a lot more brothers that's arrested behind this. Go to the 11 alive one. Right? Just right, Faith. I don't want to see this in 2024. All these, if y'all heard the ages, we got a 12-year-old that died. We got a 15-year-old that died. And then there's multiple 15-year-old boys that's getting booked for this right here. Right? Go to the 11 alive one. I'm gonna take your screen off. But yeah, go to that 11 alive one. Right? So boom, we got all of these young black males, right? So-called black males. They either dying or they're getting incarcerated for what? Beef with each other. They're killing one another. I don't want to see this behavior in 2024, right? Because what these young men are trying to do is perpetuate a culture that was wholesale given to you by the so-called white man. Why do you say that culture was given to them by the so-called white man? Because everyone that has a record deal, the record company that they are signed to is headed CEO by so-called white men. These so-called white men give so-called black brothers from the hood that don't come from nothing millions of dollars to make music about killing, stealing, and destroying their community. We know who it is, sister. Hey, if you know, you know, right? And then this whole culture and society is based on, if you do not fit this hood nigga caricature, we do not mess with you. If you do not fit this hood nigga caricature, we're not rocking with you. So what do our young men do? They go and kill each other. Zoom in a little bit. There you go. There you go. That's good. Scroll down. So the suspects in the deadly shooting near Atlantic Station they taking guilty pleas, right? Let's go down. Let's look at the plea deals they taking. And zoom in right there. Yeah, slide it over a little bit. Boom, right there. Antonio Jackson. He's sentenced to 20 years. 10 years in custody. 5 years in probation. Then we got a brother, Demetrius Hill. Sentenced to 40 years, 30 in custody, 10 in probation. 40 years, 20 in custody, 20 in probation. 40 years, 2020. Look at these brothers, man. These are young individuals that's spending more than a decade of their life in the system. All because what they were trying to do was implement or trying to step in and emulate a caricature, a person that's just not meant for them. They don't understand that culture that was given to you did not come from where you came from. That culture was given to you by your enemy. That culture is perpetuating, is pushing forward white supremacy. They think they pushing P. These young brothers think they pushing P, but what you pushing is white supremacy. Because what's the goal of white supremacy? For the black man and black woman to be extinct or to be subjugated by their white counterparts. That's the whole thing of white supremacy. What are hood niggas that get it back in blood, the niggas that ride in and pull up on their ops, what are they doing? They're pulling up on other so-called black and Hispanic individuals, killing them, and then spending 2 decades in prison. 3 decades in prison. Their whole life is gone. Their life is gone. One of these brothers in here is 18 years old. His life is gone. You 15 years old, you spending 20, 30 years in prison. That's your life. It's gone. But what you were trying to do was be cool, be the nigga that they talked about in the street, and wasn't you not going like that. You want to be like Vaughn and them. Where is Vaughn? You want to be like Pooh and them. Where is Pooh currently? Where was Pooh at? Y'all gotta use y'all. It's now time because now it's y'all's new year. It's y'all new year, right? Move different. It's 2024, right? I want to see this gone. Because it's not doing nothing for your community. It's not doing nothing for your hood. Your set is not getting on another level by this right here. Your set just lost a soldier. Y'all doing this for gangs, right? Right? That's what it's for. It's for the set, right? The set lost a soldier. Now what? Y'all don't care? What's it for then? Niggas don't got no vision. Mm-hmm. And where there's no vision, the people perish. You see it. Their life is in prison. Their life is in the grave. All right, give me some precepts, man. Go to the book of Exodus chapter 23 and 2. Give me the book of Luke chapter 16 and verse 15. Y'all have precepts too, right?
I'll get Exodus. I don't want Con. The book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
What does the Bible say?
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
The Bible is telling us to not follow multitudes to do evil. Evil is killing. Evil is stealing. And let alone doing it, what makes it times 10 is doing it to your own people. You're doing evil times 10 to your own individual, the people that's in the same hood that you hurting them just so you can get up. But the Lord telling you not to follow your culture is teaching you to not follow a whole bunch of people doing wickedly. This whole society is built off of that. The woman that you want to get the skirt, the one that got the skirt, that's it's like she's sagging it, and like her panties is like pulled up to her above her hips. You know the one, you know the dress, you know the skirt, but the skirt this big though, so it showed the bottom of her ass. That one, she want that hood nigga that you trying to perpetrate. She want that, so you want to become that just to show everybody you got it, just to show her you got it like that. And now you spending 30 years in custody. Now you in the grave. I don't want to see this in 2024. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this behavior because it's not profiting us going forward. It's not this right here, this hood nigga type street beefing. It don't do nothing for us. It's not doing anything but staggering the growth of so-called blacks and Hispanics. That should be what you pushing. That's real player activity right there. For me to go and try to build up my community, but people don't understand. Money. You want money? Oh, is that? Hold on. You want bread? That's what you want. The spending power of the black community alone, by itself, the black community, is trillions of dollars.
Bring it out, Ottawa.
Trillions. You want bread? You want money? You know what you do? Stop putting it in the drug game and buying guns to kill each other. You build businesses and you only shop with one another. Boosie tried to tell y'all want to get in the drug game, but what y'all should do is buy these appliances. It's a warehouse in Atlanta. They got appliances. Refrigerator. They got you could buy a pallet of microwaves and a pallet of saws and shit. So, excuse my language. You could buy a whole bunch of just and sell it to retired white folks. You want to flip that pallet and keep doing it. That's what you want to do, but you want to do it in the drug game. Imagine if you had microwaves to sell to our grandmas. So we gonna come to you for the microwaves. We gonna go to him for the dang on what's the junts called to the bushes? The bush saw. We gonna come to him and use that. Let that trillions of dollars revolve around our community. We all getting paid. What are you talking about? If it's money, it's levels to it, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all want to get all fast in this lifestyle right here, but this lifestyle is not going to profit you nothing but death and incarceration.
That's right.
And the person that gave you that lifestyle is sitting at his multi-million-dollar desk saying, excellent. You know, Activist is a real company. High Tech is a real company. That's a company. The rappers that's talking about these lean, I'm sipping on hot tip, this, that, and the third, they doing that. They selling that lifestyle to you, but who's getting paid from that lifestyle? High Tech. Activists. You think that's who's getting paid? The so-called white man. He's getting paid by Moneybag Yo telling you about Waukesha. He's sipping on Waukesha, got everybody singing about Waukesha, and niggas is like, let me try that. I don't want to see this behavior in 2024. It's not doing nothing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that in Luke, man. And give me Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6.
Salaki, could you call it out in Luke again? I don't want.
Luke 16 and 15.
Okay, cool.
Right? What do you Percocets? Who you think getting paid for that? Not your local drug dealer that's selling this stuff. Is not the one who's really getting the payoff. Is the companies that's making and producing these drugs. These are real companies. That's big pharma you dealing with. They really getting paid off y'all trying to perpetuate rappers' lifestyles, or the it's all promotion. Just like you turn on your TV and stop your regularly scheduled program for a McDonald's commercial, that's what rap music is for these pharmaceutical companies. And y'all thought y'all was cool. And all you doing is what? Profiting death. All praises. That's right, Soldier Nakawasha. They profiting off your death, profiting off your demise. Wake up. Brothers is fighting over that lifestyle. But that lifestyle is paying for those other your oppressors to go to college and school. So they can rub shoulders and work for their brothers, their father's colleagues. Y'all not thinking. This is a lot of y'all is playing checkers, and y'all not even playing that. What's another game? Y'all playing Mancala. You supposed to be playing chess. You supposed to think a whole 3 steps ahead.
That's right.
Read that precept.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Yea are they which justify yourselves before men. Salakia, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
Mm-hmm.
But God knoweth your hearts.
Wait, you justifying this lifestyle justifies you among men. Men are calling you him. They're saying, oh yeah, that's him. That's the top boy. That's top dog right there. Right? That's a real right. He's pushing P. You justified among men, but the Lord know your heart. You're wicked. The Lord is going, and the Lord and the prophets of the Lord are going to call a spade a spade. You're evil. Read.
For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
Because you sickening to the Most High God. Killing your own men. Killing your own brothers. Because in your eye, you don't see another brother. You see a nigga. But Psalms 82 and 6 says that ye are gods. Right. And all of y'all are children of the Most High. Did you read it? Because they don't know. The people that's looking at this video thinking, oh, I need to do something I need to change my life for 2024. They're going to click this video and we got to prove it for them. Read that. Psalms 82 and 6. Baba Kisha. Uh-huh. Don't forget Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. I want that one next.
No, I can't. I don't
want. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
When the so-called black, the Most High looks at the blacks and Hispanic community, he says what to them?
I have said, ye are gods.
Ye are, all of y'all are gods, read.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
What if all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are children of the Most High? What is it? How does the Lord feel when we kill each other? Y'all playing checkers, bro. Y'all make me sick. Give me that Ecclesiastes, bro.
This is the book Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
That madness, them games y'all play is set at great dignity. Everybody love that. To the next generation of children that look up to you. And the women that follow you for that lifestyle. Everybody love that. Read.
Con. And the rich sit in low place.
And what's going to happen as a result of that is those people that y'all love so much, they're going to sit in a low place. The white man that perpetuate this lifestyle is going to be put in chains. Thus saith the Lord. The brothers that perpetuated this lifestyle will be utterly destroyed. Thus saith the Lord. You cannot get away.
I don't. Let me read verse 7 out of 1.
Go ahead.
So you can break it down out of 1. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
What y'all have done was let the so-called white man, who is a servant, sit on a horse, sit in a seat of power, while you just walk on the earth, taking whatever he gives you, receiving it with thanksgiving, looking through your eyebrows. Yes, sir. Yes. That's what y'all doing.
But
When you killing
Jake Jake out of 1.
when you banging the flag and killing your brother because of a flag, because of a street named after a white Caucasian man whose kids don't have to work for nothing, you a coon.
Exactly.
You looking through your eyebrows saying, yes, sir, a master. You not hard. We're not impressed, bro.
Smart.
I don't want to see that behavior in 2024. Y'all got to change y'all ways, man. Like Lil Tyler said. Give me Romans 12. Give me Romans 12 and 2. This is my last precept on this subject. Mario,
I got one after you out of 1.
Go ahead, bring up that TikTok video, Mario.
Let me get a precept after you out of 1.
Come on, what's up?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2, and it reads, and be not conformed to this world.
Don't you young men, don't be conformed to this world. Do not be conformed. This world is going to teach you that behavior. But even those rappers that teach you that behavior, that rap about that behavior, are going to look you in your face but say, don't do that. They're going to say it. You got to be focused on this money. That's what they're going to tell you to do. They're going to tell you got to focus on this money. That beef and stuff ain't going to get none of y'all paid. In 2024, that beef and stuff is going to get you dead or a jail, incarceration, to where you 15, 18, and you spending 30 years of your life in correctional facility, in a penitentiary. Come on, bro. What's up with you? But don't be in this world, but be what?
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Let your mind change into the constant growth of your community. That's what your mind got. If you a leader, y'all a leader. The Lord said that ye are gods. That word God in the Hebrew means Elohim, meaning power, judge, king, ruler. You are the leaders of your community. You can't look to another group of people, another demographic of people, and have them change your situation. You have to lead the change of your situation. And you don't lead change by killing the men in your army. You change your mindset. And you go to the corner, you go to the hood, and you teach your mindset that's changed to those brothers as well. And change your community. Read your precept, y'all. Oh, grab it.
Let me get Ephesians 5 and 11 real quick. I don't want to go with your point out of 1. Continue talking about these young ones and even some of our older brothers, maybe in their late 20s, early 20s, 30s, that still want to live this thug life, right? Let me get that Ephesians 5 and 6, King. 5 and 11, Salakia.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Salakia. And have no fellowship. Do not have no friendships with the unfruitful works of darkness. That means don't be around it. Do not even get close to it. That's discipline right there. You gotta discipline yourself to stay away from all that wickedness. These young kings, these young princesses of Zion, they want to be living this thug life, right? But what's so fruitful about it? Getting 40 years, and they might be lenient and give you 20 years in the pen and then 20 years probation. What's so beautiful and fruitful about that?
Nothing.
What are you doing with that? Absolutely nothing. Not sitting in a cell by themselves. Nobody's gonna ride them. Their parents are probably barely even making it out in the streets. Gotta send them packages every month. They're expensive as heck. Like, what's so fruitful about it, right? But our people love living that life. Why? Because they love the white man so much. They like saying F the police. But how you gonna say F the police and you hate the police, but you're giving them all your money? You're giving them your freedom. You're giving them stuff that you can never get back.
That's right.
All you so-called thugs love the police more than anybody in this world, more than any politician, more than any president. You thugs love the police more than anybody. Why? Because thanks to you guys, we get more and more in the streets every single day. Continue reading, King.
Wrong. But rather reprove them.
Check them. Be the example. As they see you walking, getting your job, maybe opening up a business, teaching in the streets, reprove them, check them, be the example. The reason these kids also continue to live their life, why? Look who their examples are. These so-called thugs that are machos that pulling guns out and doing all this other stuff, right? There's nothing cool about that. You gotta be the example. You gotta check them. You gotta tell them what's good, what's bad, what's gonna get them into problems, what's gonna make them righteous in this world, according to this Bible. This is the only righteous thing. This is the reason why we decided to come back to this book, come back to our heritage, as Adawan was saying earlier. Why? Because we are tired of being fruitful to darkness. We want to be we want to be the light to this world, and we want our people to eat from the free true from the tree of life, as Yahweh told in the beginning. Are you with that one?
I'm gonna read in another translation, the CEV. It says, "Don't take part in doing the worthlessness things that are done in the dark. Instead, show how wrong they are." And what's so powerful about that, where I read it, is it says worthlessness of the things that's done in the dark. It's not done in the night. It's stuff that's done so you can hide it. What's the biggest thing when you're doing all of these works of the streets? You don't want to get caught. But those things, they're worthless. They have no profit to yourself or your community. Right? I'm gonna bring up this video. Let's look at something else I don't want to see in 2024. Zoom in a little bit, Amaria. Baba Kasha. Zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in. Zoom in. Right there. We good. We got it. Yeah. Fair use. Hold on. Before you play the video, Amaria, let me let the fair use John go through. Why we watching this video under the guise of fair use, man? Educational purposes. Read that. Go ahead, play that. So can't hear it.
Sloppy.
You're gonna get this right. There you go. There you go. You're gonna get us right. Bear with us, Israel. There you go. Y'all still can't hear it?
Loud one.
Damn, what's going on?
Man, I want to hear this video, man. This video is a cut.
Let me see some. Let me see some. Start it over. Go ahead, try to play it now, cuz. I don't know what's going on. Hey, try refreshing your screen. Dang, I want y'all to hear what this woman said, cuz.
It'll be on YouTube. You probably look for it on YouTube. It'll be there for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube.
It's a lot, family, but you're going into the subject we're teaching on. We don't want to see these kind of things happen no more in 2024, meaning the so-called New Year, right? Because this right here, even though our people are still doing this to this day, right? Our women, instead of getting the counsel of the Lord, they'll get counsel from their better friends, their better divorced sisters, or even worse, a bitter Jake that he just wants to get in her pants, right? They get advice from all the worst people to what? To leave their husband that the Most High has given them. Kind of like when you're on mute, out of one.
I put a YouTube video in the chat for it. I put a YouTube video in the chat for it. Y'all go ahead and go to that video, right? Well, just to give y'all, let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and 12. All right, go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and 12. Just so we can, read that real quick while he getting the video.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, starting at verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
So it's a way that seemed right to a man, but the end of it is the ways of death. Right? The end of it is the ways of death and destruction. Now, a lot of our people, right, are getting into a realm of being a counselor, but the way they're counseling is not right. And then the person they're counseling, hearing that counsel, like, oh yeah, this is what I want. I want to hear this. This is what I need right here. And then they end up going and doing something that they're going to regret. Right? We're gonna see. Let's see. Let's see if I got it. Uh-oh. Gonna see what's going on. Damn. ARR, see if you can share your screen.
All right, kind of. Give me a quick little second. I don't want. I got you.
It's so not working. Yeah, it's so not working tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But we probably got to talk about the situation. Lord will, the brother's able to bring it up. Hey, go ahead, Amaria. Go ahead, go to the other video. See if you're able to play that one. Right. We're gonna see if my brother. See if y'all were all. But go ahead, read that again in Proverbs 14 and 12.
Conrad wants the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
And the end thereof is the ways of death, man, right? Proverbs 12 and 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise, man. Right? The counsel, where does counsel come from? Counsel come of the Lord, right? So if a person counseling, he got to counsel you. A person has to counsel you by the words of the Most High God, right? If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it. Get that in 1 Peter 4 and 11. Right? Just to show the people how you supposed to even deal. Right?
It's the book of 1 Peter,
my phone.
chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
Right?
If any man minister.
Minister means teaches. If any man is going to be a teacher, what?
Let him do it as of the ability which God giveth.
Let him do it in the ability that God gives it. And that's in the words of God. So if a person giving you an advice, if a person is giving you advice in 2024, and it doesn't come from this right here, you tell him stop it. Just like Michael Jordan did. Stop it. Get some help. if it's coming from anywhere other than this right here, they need to get some help. What they're trying to do is lead you down the wrong path. And that's what happened to this sister. I don't know if y'all know about if y'all heard about the Tyrese and his ex-wife situation. Y'all go ahead and put them sevens in the chat. If y'all heard about that situation, go ahead and put sevens in the chat. Right? Go ahead and put them sevens in the chat. We gotta see this. Right? No, that joint's still not working, bro. Why it's not working? I'm really confused.
I'm getting commercials for days over here.
Commercials?
Yeah, it should probably be able to get in a little bit.
Yeah, you sharing it?
Kind of one. Here it goes.
Yeah, go ahead and share that mode.
You got me in the back with us. Let me see. Present. I should be there out of one. Try it out.
Let's see what it got.
Let's see. Hopefully.
Yeah. This is it. Go ahead and play that.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Some regrets about succumbing to
at that time.
It's like if I got horrible Wi-Fi in Cali right now. I don't know why.
I made that. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so. I know a lot like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? What, like those types of things? That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. You're only thinking about what you're mad about. You're not thinking about all the other positive aspects of this person. And so in those moments, you need somebody to be the person for that person.
Yeah.
It's my child's father. I have a lot of respect for him. There will always be a part of me that will love him because of like what we share together. And the child that I look at every day, like she looks like him, she looks like us. And
Go ahead, pause the video. I don't know if y'all got it. Hold on, I'm gonna try more y'all real fast. Just see what he rocking with. Go ahead. Nah, we just can't hear you, cuz. Damn. All right, then. But so boom. I don't know if y'all caught it. Hey, go ahead. I'll play it from the beginning. See, play it from the beginning. All right.
Had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No. I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't.
The woman said if she had different people in her life at that moment, she would have made if she had different people in her ear, she would have made a different decision. The decision that she made was to leave her husband. The people that were in her ear were her friends. Other so-called black women in her ear probably saying, I don't know what they were telling her, but it weren't. It was clearly not good things. It was probably the same rhetoric, same rhetoric we hear on a daily basis. Negroes ain't ish. This, that, and the third. Leave him. Right, that you can. If you're gonna do bad, you can do that by yourself. All of that spirit right there. All of that spirit right there. But if she didn't have all of that influence in her ear, she would have made a different decision, and what she believes now would have been the right decision, and that decision was staying with her man. Hey, shout out to Fawcett Media, man. Yeah, y'all go ahead and check out this full video from this brother. I don't know his commentary on it, but y'all should see it, man. Right? Let's get the Bible. Let's get the book of Second Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3, and Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Play it again. Start it from the beginning and play it again. Let's see how smooth we can get it, y'all.
Tyrese's ex-wife has some regrets about succumbing to the pressure to divorce him.
If I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No, I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be having that moment. Because I think that women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that, like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like, we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women's ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. You don't do this. You don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? What if, like, those types of things? That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about what you're mad about.
Pause it.
You're not thinking about all the other.
Hey, man, that's all we need from that, man. That's all we need from that. Hey, go ahead and get that Dr. Umar video up, y'all. Hey, go ahead and read that. She said some jewels in that moment, man.
Come.
Hey, it's not just you, sis. It's a lot of women. A lot of women that have that mentality where they're ruled by their emotions, right? Where they're ruled by their emotions and the bad is outweighing the good, right? But what's needed in that moment is someone to point out the good that is done. But if you're around a whole bunch of people that's philosophy is niggas ain't ish, if you're around a bunch of people whose philosophy is that you can do bad all by yourself, if you're around a whole bunch of single women that spend their time outside every day, then the counsel that you get from these women is going to make you a product of them.
That's right.
A single woman that's outside every day. Not a married woman with a hedge of protection, a leader. You're going to be like them. What I don't want to see in 2024 is so-called black women missing out on their blessings because they weird friends, man. That's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. Your weird friends gonna get you like this woman right here. Losing your man, losing y'all beautiful relationship because of a bad time.
That's right.
And they counsel is not gonna be, oh, but you say he don't do nothing for you. Didn't he do this? Didn't he do that? Maybe you need to rethink about this. Or you tripping. That man take care of you. It's women out there like that. I know it is.
Come on, bring it on.
Them just not the friends that you had.
Mm-hmm.
And then you missed out on your blessing. You missed out on the situation that the Lord put you in with a good man. And now you sitting there on a damn podcast talking about you shouldn't have listened to your friends. I don't know if y'all seen that movie right there. This hey, Daughter of Zion, she's in the spirit right now. If y'all have never seen The Acrimony is a movie starring Taraji P. Henson. And she's with a man, I think they like high school sweethearts if I'm not mistaken. But her parents died. And she got this big old inheritance, got the family house and all of that. And she's with this man. This man has an invention. He like this invention, when it get up, we gonna be hood, right? So she had like her life. They was with each other for years. And her friends and her people kept telling her, this nigga ain't nothing. Leave him. Hey. And in the beginning, he wasn't. He wasn't nothing. He cheated on her. He did a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all gotta watch that movie. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie. But the people in her ear was like, yeah, he not nothing. He not nothing. And then it made her make the decision. All right, you not nothing. You really not nothing. So she broke up with him. Now he down bad. He living with her. He don't get no crib, no nothing. So what he do is live in this car that she bought. And I think he lived outside of the invention place. And he run into the girl he cheated on her with. And she like the CEO. She get his idea up to the main person. He end up making millions and trillions of dollars. And then he end up paying her back for his ex-woman. He pay her back for everything she did. That movie is crazy. But what happened was she missed out on her blessing because the people in her ear told her to leave him. But he end up blowing up crazy, right? And then who he ended up with was the woman he cheated on. That woman would end up. Y'all gotta watch the movie. It's a crazy movie, but it goes with the point. You missing out on your blessing because the people around you telling you stuff you want to hear in that very moment.
That's right.
You got to get people that's going to tell you what you don't want to hear in that moment. If I'm riled up and I'm ready, like I'll be in situations where I'm a captain of a camp and I'm ready to go do some dumb stuff, go fire off on somebody crazy. And then somebody got to sit there and tell me, nigga, what is you thinking? Captain? My elder got to tell me that all the time. What are you talking about, nigga? Captain of SOT? Leader of men, and then you got to bring me back. I don't want to hear that in that moment, but it brings me back into reality. What I want to hear is, go get him. That's what I want to hear, but that's not what you need to hear in that moment. That what sister wanted to hear, leave that nigga, because that's all she's talking. I'm through with this. I'm through with this. I'm through with this. And now you got Eve. Now you got your friend in your ear. He ain't shit anyway. That ding. He isn't shit. He ain't nothing. I can leave him. And then you end up getting on a podcast with daggone sad music and it's black and white. Talking about you should have had the right people around you. Don't be her in 2024. You got a bad situation, sis. It's time to grow up and work it out. That's your man. You intimate with him. That's your man. Stick beside him.
Salaki precept.
Get counsel if it's a bad situation. Get some leaders, older people that's been in the same situation as you, that you go to and for advice in your situation. Don't be like her. Getting barbershop, hair salon advice from your friend that gets you in a position where you have no man. Read that precept.
God wants the book of Titus, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 3 and read down to verse 5. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
What you supposed to get? You supposed to get your advice from an aged woman, not old, not necessarily old, but somebody that has experience. You're not getting your advice from a single woman that bar hops. You're not getting your advice, your relationship advice, from a person that's had multiple failed relationships and can't realize that she's the problem. You can't. You too, Jake.
That's right.
Don't get your advice from a nothing Negro that's 55, has nothing for himself, is trying to tell you how you don't need to take no ish from that dude across the street.
That's right.
You're supposed to get your advice from aged people that have experience. Sirach tell you that wisdom is the gray hair of a man. Somebody that's wise. Read on.
Not false accusers.
Not a broad that you know that be lying all the time. That look to her Negro, her man in his face and lie to him. Y'all know, y'all sisters know y'all got a lying friend. That look in that same lying friend you getting a relationship advice from. Read on.
Not giving too much wine.
The Bible say don't get advice for the woman that don't get too much wine. You don't need counsel from the broad that's drinking every night. All she do is stand on the couch. You getting advice. You getting relationship advice from the broad that be in the club on the couch with stilettos on with the fifth, and she chugging it.
I don't want. They be getting advice from the girl with the buzz balls. I don't want.
With the buzz, you getting advice with the buzz ball, man. Come on. Is she giving you relationship advice to your marriage? That's like getting financial advice from an Atlanta crackhead. Y'all the same people that's coming to Atlanta when it's a game or a concert. Y'all the same. That's like Eve when she came down to Atlanta for Beyonce concert, and they parked where the bums told them to park. In Atlanta is bumites. They got safety vests on, cones and signs telling you to park here. When you park there, you go to your thing, you come back, you got boots. Your car is gone. Y'all took advice from them. Read on, man. You're supposed to take advice from somebody that's not giving too much wine. Read.
Continuing in verse 3. Teachers of good things.
That teach good things. And the good things you find in the Bible. There's only one good, and that's the Most High. And his words are found in the Bible. Read.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober.
And they teach you women with no marriage experience, to be sober. Read.
To love their husbands.
And to love your husband first and foremost. Not pumping propaganda of nigga, not ish. Nigga, not ish. And they be having rallies because they believe niggas not nothing, man.
That's right.
They have rallies. Go ahead.
I don't want. Well, that toxic song you be singing lately, F my baby daddy.
Right. Oh, that's sexy red, right? That's sexy red. F my baby daddy is what that's the energy that got that woman wishing she had Tyrese back. And y'all still the same women that was laughing at him when he was crying because he couldn't see his daughter.
That's right.
You getting advice from them. They have nothing for themselves in the future but a cold bed. You want a man.
Bring it up.
Don't forget that. Read on.
To love their children.
Uh-huh.
To be discreet.
She really don't love her daughter because what her daughter needs is her father to instill some discipline in her. That daughter needs her father. If you loved her, you would understand that. The father equips her with some sense when dealing with men.
That's right.
What you instill her with is follow your feelings, baby. Because that's what I did. I followed my feelings to loneliness. That's the example you're giving her. Read on. Y'all don't be thinking about y'all kids, man.
Verse
But an
5.
aged woman, a woman with experience, will make you realize who gonna take care of them kids. Who gonna make sure y'all all right? That's what an aged woman is gonna make you, bring you back to reality. Read on.
Con 1, verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
This is if your friends that's giving you relationship advice ain't following this criteria, chaste, discreet, a keeper at home, you do not get advice from her because she gonna have you lonely. This is a great precept, brother. Bring it up.
Good, obedient to their own husbands.
Doing if if the woman giving you advice, I do not want to see women that don't submit to their husband giving out advice, relationship advice in 2024. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. If you're not submitting to your husband in 2024, do not open your mouth to give relationship advice. Loneliness is next to ungodliness. Listen, hey, let's get it, Brother James ahead. W comment from James, man. Shout out to James, man. That man. Hey, because look, you have no hedge, you have no protection, and you have no leader that's leading you in these scriptures, man. I love that comment, man. Right? We don't want to see you unite life black women, Hispanic women giving out relationship advice. No, I don't want your results because your results got you here and not in the kitchen cooking for a man that loves you.
That's right.
Let's give a hand clap to the women that cook for their husbands.
That's right.
In 2024, I want to see women cooking for their husbands, man.
That's right.
Read on.
Obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
That make the word of God true. Right?
Salaki,
Give me 2 Peter 2. You said what?
Precepts too. I don't want Salaki. I'm still holding those precepts if you want me to hold them or drop.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me hit 2 Peter. 2 Timothy, I mean. 4 and 3.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 3.
Because if you follow, so Titus 2 gave you a criteria, gave you the criterion of a woman to get advice from. And if it's opposite from that, don't get advice from her. Because if you get advice from a woman that does not fit the description of Titus 2, then this will be you. Read that bars. Read.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Y'all not, because what the woman that does not fit Titus 2 is going to give you is not sound doctrine. Read.
But after their own lust shall they heap towards themselves teachers, having itching ears.
So what's going to happen is you're going to heap to yourself teachers that don't fit the description of Titus 2. Because what they're going to tell you is what your feelings want to hear. That nigga ain't nothing. He's nothing. You're right. He's wrong. And you heaping them type of people to you. That's Satan. You want to know what happened when give me Matthew 16 and 23. Y'all think the people that's telling you what you want to hear is for you? No, that's the devil. That's Satan. Y'all say Eve be like my mom didn't show me how to cook.
No, don't say that. I don't want.
Oh my God! It's funny, man.
Don't say it. I don't want. It's all good.
I'm not gonna say it. Read that. Y'all be acting like the people that tell you want to hear is for you. No. Let's see what Yahweh did. We follow Christ, right? We all follow the women that telling you that what you want to hear. They say they follow Christ. Let's see what Christ did.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 23. But he turned and said unto Peter.
Wait. Read up. We about to give it away. Read up a little bit. Because Peter, he said something. Let me break my Bible out.
Go to 20.
Yeah, read that.
22.
Yeah. 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 Wait. Yeah, read 22.
Con. Verse 22.
Wait. 21.
Con. Verse 21. From that time forth began Yahushua to show unto his disciples
Jesus to show his disciples, read,
how that he must go unto Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and be raised again the third day.
Christ don't want to die. Christ was in the garden praying that the Lord take this cup from him. So now, let's see what one of the people that love Christ say to him. Read.
Verse 22. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying,
No, you're not about to die. You don't got to die. Read.
Be it far from thee, Lord. This shall not be unto thee.
This not going to happen. You're not going to be killed. Read.
But he turned and said unto Peter,
Jesus said to Peter, what?
Get thee behind me, Satan.
That's the devil. Get the hell behind me. In 2023, we don't need the devil talking to us no more, man.
That's right.
You tell him, get behind me. You telling me what I want to hear. I want to hear I don't have to suffer. I want to hear I don't want to get killed. I want to hear leave him. I want to hear put her away. I want to hear that. I want somebody to give me the excuse to do those things. But that's Satan. That's not of God. And what you do is heap to yourself teachers, heap to yourself people that's going to tell you what you want to hear, and then you following Satan's plan. You fell down in temptation. Now you have no hedge. In 2023, stop listening to your friends that don't got no man.
Sorry.
Because guess what? That's going to get the results that they get of not having a man is what's going to get you not having a man. Go ahead, go back to 2 Timothy 4.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3.
What? The New Testament is the devil's doctrine.
Yeah,
what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Makes no sense out of what they say. Those people just hear these new doctrines, want to sound deep and come up with stupid stuff like that. And usually that happens because somebody cut you using Paul. So the only way to not worry about Paul, you say stupid stuff like that because you cannot break down Paul because you're not a studied person. That's the reason why they say stupid, logical stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Unlogical, like you.
Yeah, get it. Go ahead, read that in 2 Timothy.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4.
They say the New Testament is devil's doctrine. Let's listen to this. Read.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
But after
that time is now. They don't want to hear sound doctrine. They don't want to hear that your man is the head of protection. They don't want to hear that the man is the head of the household. They don't want to hear that nowadays. That's sound doctrine though. Read.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers.
Their own want is they're gonna heap teachers to that. People that teach their wants. I like his teaching. He teach what I want to hear. Mm-hmm. I like his teaching. He teach what I want to hear. Read on.
Having itching ears.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned into fables.
Then they're going to turn away from the truth and be turned to lies. Mm-hmm. Fantasies. A fantasy for these wicked women is them actually not needing a man. That's what they really want to be true. But that's not true. It's meant for a man and a woman to be together. We were made for each other. But people want to heap teachers to tell them, you don't need no man, sis. And now you damn sobbing, begging for your man back on a podcast. And he don't want you back. Because he know you evil. He's seen what you was capable of. I wouldn't want that around me. I don't want to see that behavior in 2023. Should we keep going? Colossians 2 and 8.
Con, I don't want. It's the book
Because
of Colossians.
Titus 2 was great. That was a great precept. Because that's the type of person you want to give you advice, sis. Read Titus 2. The woman that fits that description is the person you should be getting relationship advice from. In 2023, get advice from a Titus 2 woman. Put that in the chat. In 2023, get advice from a Titus 2 woman.
24.
Read that. If you not, and if you let me see it in the chat first. Let me see that in the chat. In 2023, in 2024.
24. Come on.
I don't want James gave his own set of wants. And he don't want to see no scoffers in 2024.
I'm with you, King. I'm with you, King.
No more scoffers in 2024.
I'm tired of the demons.
In 2024, if you're not giving advice, if you're not but can somebody put what I said in the chat, please? I damn forgot, man. Titus, no, not Titus. We're getting advice. We're getting advice from Titus 2 women. Dang. Somebody rewind to find out what I said, then put it in the chat, man. I forgot. Go ahead and read Colossians 2 and 8.
Con, I don't want. It's the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8, and it reads, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Because if you're not getting advice from a Titus 2 woman, she's spoiling you through philosophies and vain deceit. If she does not fit the description of Titus 2, her advice is spoiling you through philosophies and vain deceit. Read.
After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of the modern day female. Read.
After the rudiments of the world.
After how the world tells women to act. That's the advice she's giving you. So if you want to be single, get advice from her. And then get on the damn podcast crying about how you made the wrong decision. I don't want to see y'all like that in 2024. I want all my melanated, my black and brown sisters with a hedge of protection. And not only any hedge of protection, a man that y'all know to keep the commandments of God. In 2024, man. That's what I want to see. Right? We got on y'all badass kids. We got on y'all, and now let's get on the black man. Oh, Jake. Hey, y'all remember in 2024, get advice from a Titus 2 woman. Hey man, everybody say it's time to get on Jake. I need that in the chat. It's time to get on Jake. Where that man go? I had the scoffer. Hey, the scoffer left. The scoffer was in the background. He couldn't endure the lesson, so he left. Hey, so let me see that in the chat, man. It's time to get on Jake, man. I don't want to. No more in 2024. I don't want to see you weak Negroes, man. In 2024, no more weak Black and Hispanic and Native American men. It's time to get on Jake, man. It's time. It's time to get on Jake. Somebody blow the horn. Somebody blow the Rams horn. It's time to get on Jake, man. And Jake. It's your time. It's your time. Let's see what we got, man. So what we got right here is a video, right? right. Y'all can't even see that. Y'all, if y'all want to see this emoji right here, y'all got to become a member of the channel, right? I don't know what that system on, but hey, Zoom, hey, go ahead, put that jump. Oh yeah, let me play that fair use jump.
Right. So
yeah, we watching this video. We watching this video under the realms of fair use, man. Under the guidelines of fair use. Right. This is educational purposes. Or you starting at the right time stamp. Okay, bet. So what y'all about to see is a whole bunch of weak Negroes. And the reason why I'm calling them weak Negroes is because their mentality that they can't let go. And this mentality that they can't let go is causing them to have a weak position and a weak philosophy about women.
Sure.
What us as men have to do is let go of this mentality that is about to be talked about in this video that's going to be addressed in this video so that we can attain our strength in leadership. Blow up the screen and go ahead and play the video. Go ahead and press like the full screen, John. Barbara Shaw. Yeah, let's do that. And
I
go
think
ahead
there's
and click that.
obviously plenty of black men,
Yes,
black
it is.
women. So
And what I
instead of
also
saying that
tell
they'll
black
never
women,
get
if you're going to
married,
go get you an African man from the continent,
right,
you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why
the fuck is it tolerated
it's not
here?
tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well, over here, I want to say this to us, though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children.
You paused it? Thought. So he's saying that what it's time for us to do is realize that the behavior that the black woman is exhibiting is because of a systematic plan to massively incarcerate so-called black men. But because of this, what's breeded is a certain masculinity when it comes to the woman. Because her having to imperfectly run the household because of her man being absent through mass incarceration and death. Go ahead and play the video. This is what he's saying. Whether you like it, understand it, believe it or not, that
are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappoint. I'm saying as black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course you're going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing?
Now, you know, us being Hebrew Israelites and Dr. Umar, we don't have the same spiritual beliefs, but it's teachings that he teach that are good. This being one of them. So one of the arguments that we see on these podcasts is that women they're mad at men for not raising the kids, but they chose that man that they're with. Now, what Dr. Umar is saying is the reason why she has to have that selection is because of the product of us not taking the generation and raising them up to be who we need them to be. Our kids are 12 years old and 15-year-old getting shot by other 15-year-olds in Atlantic Station because there's no father figure in the midst that's teaching them to put down those guns and pick up books and study. You see, that's the point of view that Dr. Umar is giving. There needs to be a male intervention in the youth of the men so that when they come into these dating pools, they're the men that they need to be. That's what he's saying. But he's now what he's doing when he's in the congregation in the midst of men is making the men accountable for what they are doing wrong. What these men are then doing is throwing the blame on the woman instead of listening to what he's saying they need to do and doing it. In 2024, I do not want so-called black men, Hispanic men, passing the blame, passing the buck to so-called black women when our community is trash. I don't want to see no other nation do that. When there's crisis going on in other nations, when there's wars and famines going on in other nations, you do not hear them talking about it's the women's fault. When the bubonic plague was going around, the men weren't passing the buck to the women. When the Great Depression was going on, they didn't pass the buck to women. Black man, you got to sit with that. Nobody is passing the buck to their women when these crises are going on. Mm-hmm. So why are you doing it? Why aren't you taking accountability? And this is that weak nature that they are not putting off. Play the video, because it's going to cause that weak nature is going to cause them to say some crazy stuff. Let's listen. Y'all listen. If y'all understanding what's going on, give me 7s in the chat. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. Right? Go ahead. Hold on. Let me look at some of these.
Unemployed black males. What we doing about it?
Let me look at some of these comments. He's speaking cause and effect. Yes. Right? Y'all go ahead and get them lights up. Right? This is the system that he's talking. He's saying this system, because of this system, right? Because the absence of black fathers, this system was pushed, right? So that women basically imperfectly led their households. Let's see what y'all saying. All right, con. So y'all following. Man, we saw this, right? Monos lot, man. We saw this children, man. We childish. But he has to sit there and teach these young men that something that wasn't taught to them, that they have to take accountability for the state of their people. Right? Read that. Let me play the video. They following.
Pants sagging, weed smoking, what we doing about it? Black men are not raising boys to be the men needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. It's the men. What have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individuals, because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father?
Now he's saying, with the absence of the fathers, what are the men that's in our other? Because what they're gonna do is just say me. He's trying to get that immaturity out of them. It's not about what you're doing personally for your child, your son, your daughter. It's about what you're doing to the other children that's on the block, the other kids that's on the street. What about you're doing that for you're there for your child, but what about him that don't got no father? Give me that in the book of Sirach. You know what I want, Asha. What are you doing for the one that don't got no daddy? What are you doing in your community to prevent this from happening? You passing the buck to the woman. You're passing the buck, giving the responsibility to the woman when Jake, it's in all actuality, it is your fault. Because you see the problem, but you're not doing nothing to change it. You're the leader, right? You're the head of the community, right? Bro, Jake, it's your turn. You quick to say I'm the head. You're quick to say that. You quick to be the leader. You quick for that. But then when it's time to put in leader type work and take leader type accountability, you're the last one out the door. You're the last one on the front line. Right? This concept that Dr. Umar is talking about is a biblical concept we see in our culture. Read that. It's all right. You got the precept?
What did you want exactly?
It's be a father to the child.
That's what
right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play the video. It's gonna be another point for it to come out. Sirach 4 and 10.
You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough.
Mm-hmm.
He had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs
if
to
we
be
was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
you're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good
Can I ask you a
quality
question?
men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection. Because black men have abandoned black boys.
He's talking about. He said she had to raise 2/3 of the children because of an absent father.
It's like at one.
Go ahead.
Quick point on I think he struck a nerve with that because a lot of these guys, a lot of men like being baby daddies.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably calling them out because you're a baby daddy. You shouldn't be a baby daddy. You should be a father.
That's right.
Some of these men probably have 2 or 3, 4 different kids with different mothers. That's why he's striking a nerve because they're probably supporting the kids monthly, but they're not in their children's life every day. So a baby daddy is always gonna get emotional. I yield.
That's a powerful point, right? But he's talking about the reason why she has this mentality is because of what the system caused. Excuse me. And then they go straight to, but no, it's not the system, it's her poor selection.
Mm-hmm.
Then he asks her, she shouldn't pick Pookie and Ray Ray. And then he asks, why does she have to pick from Pookie and Ray Ray? It wasn't her fault there's a Pookie and Ray Ray there. Who didn't raise Pookie and Ray Ray? The black man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they Pookie and Ray Ray.
Ouch.
Because they didn't have no father to teach them, but they missing the point. Play the video.
And have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If we never allowed Pookie to develop, she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men, the first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
I can hear that.
I'm not saying that they're right to disrespect, because even if a woman disrespects me, that still don't give me a right to disrespect her because she's still the queen of the community. Even if she's not acting like it, I'm going to give her that respect. But when I hear brothers talk like this discourse we having now, we act like we don't understand.
No,
there's reasons for that shit.
I do understand. Women are so valuable. You get them? I think
there's a biblical premise to what he just said, right? She disrespect you. It doesn't give you the right to disrespect her back because he said because she's a queen. There's a biblical premise to that. We're going to see. Give me the book of Sirach chapter 4 and verse 10 first.
Kind of one. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and verse 10. Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto thee.
This is the remedy that we need to indulge in. In order for these men, in order for us men to fix the condition Because it's our hold on. First off, let's get these precepts right here. Give me the book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 12. Because these brothers got a certain type of spirit on them, and it's the spirit of Adam, right? They got a weak spirit on them, weak, and it's the spirit of their forefather Adam.
Canado. This is the book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 12. And the man said, "The woman whom thou gavest to me," the woman whom thou gavest to be with me.
So hold on. The Lord gave instructions to Adam. He did despite what the Lord said by following his woman. Now, what they want the woman to set these men are asking, not realizing they're asking the woman to set the tone for change. What Adam was trying to tell the Lord was the woman set the tone for this to transpire. And everybody's looking. I'm looking in the story. The Lord is looking at Adam like, no, I made you the head of the household. What are you doing?
Right?
You set the tone. Instead of falling into the sin with her, you let her check that behavior. Some of y'all don't understand how to check the behavior. The Lord is wanting y'all to be men. Take accountability and check the behavior. But a lot of you weak Negroes is saying this. Read that in Genesis again.
And the man said, "The woman who thou gavest to be with me."
The woman, but if she didn't pick Pookie and Ray Ray, come on,
it was
Goofy.
her.
It's her. No, it's you. He about to, yo, this man right here, this light-skinned brother, hey, you light-skinned Negroes, man. He gonna say something crazy. He gonna say something real crazy, bro. He's gonna say something crazy, right? But it's you, man. But the woman, but it's her. She need to follow us. Come on. You have to take, let's see what the Lord did for the man. Give me Numbers 27:16. Man, said the woman. What did Adam say? Listen to this. This is the weakest response in the world, man. The weakest response of all time.
And the
if
man
you a
said,
man and you're fixing your mouth to say this right here, rebuke yourself, man, because it's the weakest response of all time.
and the man said, "The woman whom thou gavest to be with me,
The
she gave me
man
of the
said,
tree."
the man said, the woman that you gave to be with me is the one who had caused me to sin. In 2024, we want this weak nigga response out of our vocabulary.
That's right.
In 2024, I don't want Jake to share the sentiment of these weak niggas, man. Read on.
She gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
You said what?
Like when I was finishing off out of 1 verse
Yeah,
12.
she caused me to sin. That's what he's saying. She caused me to sin.
Yo, damn, that's crazy.
Hey, whoever this W baby, 2012, I don't know we don't share that sentiment at all. We don't share that sentiment at all.
What they say out of 1?
No, don't bring polygyny in 2024. We do not approve this message.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Take you out of the book and read.
We do not approve this message. Read the precept I had you get. Ashala.
Count out one. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 27 and verse 16. Let the Lord, Salakia, let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. Is that what you want?
What is the spirit of all flesh going to do? What he's going to do, yo, Ashala?
Salakia.
Read.
Which
from the
may
top.
go out before them.
Read it from the top.
Come. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 27 and verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
He's going to set a man over this nation. He's going to set men over this nation to rule. Set a man over the congregation. Set a man over this people. Set men as leadership over this people. Now the men need to fix their community. Psalms 82:6 says, I have said, ye are gods. Y'all are the leaders. You black men, Hispanic men, y'all are the leaders of y'all community. So what he wants y'all to do through the spirit, through the way that the Lord gives you, is lead this community. Now, Dr. Umar gave y'all an idea of how to fix the issue, but it's biblical. Give me Sirach 4:10. Let's see one of these let's see one of these ways.
Conrad wants the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, starting at verse 10.
Hey Salakia, hey Yara, mute the video. Let the video run while we teaching, and then just save the timestamp 37:8:28, and then let it just run. You see what I'm saying? So it can download. All right, for sure. Right? Let's see one of the remedies we're gonna get.
Want me to get off the screen? I don't want to know.
Yeah, I can get off the screen.
All right, come.
We're gonna come back to it. 37:28. Remember that. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 10. Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother.
Instead of trying to get in the mama's pants, instead of being focused on, because a lot of y'all weak Negroes, man, in 2024, stop letting your privy members rule you, man. A lot of y'all is ruled and ran by your members. You need to be ran by your brain, ran by a vision, ran by a purpose. What are y'all doing? Niggas is running. You niggas are you calling yourself men, but you little boys is running around letting your members rule you. So you can't focus on the kid. You're not there for the restitution and the progression of your community. You there to just smash. But the Lord says be a father to the child instead of a husband to the mother. Why?
So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High.
And then you're going to be as the son of the Most High. Y'all just don't want to move in the spirit, though. Just imagine, what does that look like? What is, like, a lot of people think that that's impossible, but what about your basketball coach? He around all y'all mamas. They respect him, but what is he doing? He there for you. We expecting this behavior from the men that have millions of dollars in the affluence, the assets to really do this, but they're failing us. The rappers, the movie, we looking for them to implement something in the community, the hoods, the churches, to get with the street niggas and make something shake as pertaining to the development of the hood and the development of the black man. But everybody failing. Then you got Jake right here trying to pass the buck to the woman. Nah, this your fault. The reason why our community is still the way it is because of the leaders. What does Michael Jordan look like blaming the L on the team? He the leader. He's the one we're passing it to for the last shot. So what that leader is going to do in the press conference is say, this is on me. But y'all are products of the system. Y'all are products of not having a father. So nobody ever taught y'all. I don't want to see this in 2024. I don't want to see you weak niggas getting on podcasts blaming the condition of your people on the woman. It's your fault, Jake. When I say Jake, I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The reason why we down is because of you. It's because of you. There. Let's bring the video back up. Bring the video back up.
I believe
Nothing.
we're being
but talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it.
It's not going to get better unless we put hands on deck. The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the
right. We understand that, right? I can't have a child unless a woman agrees.
And she can't carry one if you didn't put it in her.
Oh my
I agree with that 100% too, right? But whether or not, if you want that child or not, she can still make that decision. It's only up.
We still there? It's 37-28. We forgot to bring out a point too. Go to Ephesians 5:22. Go to Ephesians 5:22 real quick. Let's go to this point because he said something. I hope y'all remember the point that he said that I said it was tight biblical when he said when a woman disrespects you, the woman is doing all of this stuff, right? But it's still your job. You're not liable to disrespect her back because she's a princess. He says queen, but in Israel, there's no queens. They're royalty, they're princesses, they're daughters of Zion, right? But what is it? How is that biblical? We're gonna see, right?
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 22.
Yeah.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
Read on.
For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church.
Read on.
And he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
So this is important because this is how we're gonna run our community, right? For the men to be empowered. That's what they're lobbying for this right here. But read on.
Verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it.
Christ didn't give himself to nice, loving individuals. I hope y'all know that. Guess who gave up Christ? The disrespectful, lying, gainsaying Negroes, man. Yelling and parting his garment and selling it. Oh, y'all are the ones who gave him up to a band of men.
Yeah, I don't want. I mainly blame Judah. I mainly blame Judah.
Hey man, I'll take that. Right? But y'all the ones who gave him. We gave him up to a band of white men, red Edomites that jumped him. But you know what he still did? He gave himself for the church. That's why this concept is biblical. Yes, she's being disrespectful. Yes, Eve is out of order. Yes, this is true. But that don't mean that you still don't do what Christ did for the church. You still love her like Christ loved the church. You still look after her and you still lead the community. Because what? You giving, I think it's going to say it. Read on.
Verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Read on.
That he might present it to himself, a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish.
This is for the nation. So we're going to be in order. We're going to be following this wave so that we become a vessel without spot or blemish. Let's play the video.
Because she's still the queen of the community. Even if she's not acting like it, I'm going to give her that respect. But when I hear brothers talk like this course we having now, we act like we don't understand.
No,
there's reasons for that shit.
I do understand. Women are so valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think women ground men and help them, propel to the next level. I think men get further in life with a woman, right? But if I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked at as resources, and then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash, he's shining a little bit more, his access to money is quicker than mine. It's kind of hard to have that.
Well, no, one, I agree with you, but that's not all sisters.
No, it's not. It's
and if
not.
you're constantly running into the type of woman,
yeah,
then the problem is you because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why is
not
that?
have that same energy for for women?
Pause this
You
video.
just again you
This
held
man-
your man
we having a
responsible.
conversation as men.
This man, go ahead, rewind it a tad bit because I don't want them to miss this point. This man is trying to find some excuse to pin. I want to pin it on her for something. Yo, Dr. Moore said you cannot get away. Jake, you cannot get away. Yes, Eve, some of y'all is gold diggers. Some of y'all is bag hungry, paper chasing, clout chasing individuals. And the Lord is going to kill y'all. Y'all gonna die. Now, for those that are not, it's not it's a lot of women that's not like that. And like he's saying, if you attracting a woman like that, get out of that circle. But no, you like her because she the one they got the body you like and your face how you like, telling you what you want to hear and running game because she wants your money. She running game on you and you mad you falling. Eve can't run game on me like that. I getting money. I got pinky rings and the Lord anoint my head with oil and I'm out there going crazy. Eve not coming at me like that. I'm looking through her soul and seeing what her purpose is and calling security. But you falling for that. And he went back. Dr. Umar said, no, it's your fault. Again, boom, it's your fault. Jake trying to get away. You cannot get away. Keep going. I don't want to see this energy in 2024 from you blacks, man. You blacks and Hispanic men.
Sure.
Take accountability. Play the video.
Level. I think men get further in life with a woman, right? But if I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked at as resources,
okay,
and then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash, he's shining a little bit more, his access to money is quicker than mine. It's kind of hard to.
No, one, I agree with you, but that's not all sisters.
No, it's not.
And if you're constantly to that type of woman,
then
the problem is you because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why is
why
that?
not have that same energy for women? You just again you held your man
we having a
responsible.
conversation as men.
Yeah,
I got plenty of interviews with all women where I check them too.
Right,
but as a man, you should not be concerned about what them. No, as men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do to produce a better generation of black males for tomorrow. That's the only. That is where we should be focused.
Women bring the choice
in the chat, man. And them white chairs, because he dropping bombs on them. He like, why are you not giving that energy to them? What about to them? What about the woman that you get? You weak Negroes, man. You weak Negroes. And just notice who talking. The light skin, it's the light skin.
Hey, I don't want to have Bobby Valentino. I don't want Bobby V.
Oh, I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. God. But keep playing the video, man. He's saying I have all
of
these
life, right? We understand that, right? I can't have a child unless a woman agrees.
And she can't carry one if you didn't put it in her.
I agree with that 100% too, right? But whether or not, if you want that child or not, she can still make that decision. It's only
if
up
you
to
don't
her.
put a seed in her, nothing else happens. And no woman can make you put a seed in her. So the original act was the responsibility of a man.
True. I mean,
all right. So did black men willingly leave the household, or was it the system that was?
It was systemic.
All right. So how if we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault? How are we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because black men, as the leaders of the community, now
we can't be leaders.
Here's the question. Because the art, feeds into the feminist agenda.
Yo,
Okay. It's an argument that says, I don't want the
rewind it a little bit. It skipped it. Remember I said that man gonna say something crazy? Listen to what he said. He said, men, he's like, why are you not giving us that same grace that you're giving the women? It's because you're the man, essentially what he's saying. Us as the leaders of the community, we have to have this type of energy. But listen to what this light-skinned man say, man. And that's that weak nigga energy that in 2024, do not be saying this. Play that video.
So the original act was the responsibility of a man.
True. I mean,
all right. So did black men willingly leave the household, or was it the system that was?
It was systemic.
All right. So how if we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault, how are we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because black men, as the leaders of the community, now
we can't be leaders.
Here's the question we gotta make.
That.
Here's the question.
Pause the video.
Because the argument y'all make feeds into the feminist agenda.
Okay.
It's
what leader needs to be told that he can lead? Somebody answer me that in the chat. That light-skinned man just sat up there, this black man just sat up there and said that we can't lead because the women are not allowing us to lead. What leader need permission to lead? What leader need permission from the leaded for them to lead? I don't want to hear this in 2024. Leave this. If you a weak nigga and you sound like them, leave that nigga behind. Leave that nigga behind as of January 1st. Men take charge, damn it. I know that's right. Hey, we're not gonna do that, yes. Because I want to do that. But hey, man, we both sat there and watched we sat there and watched that dark-skinned man open his mouth and say the same and share the same sentiment as these niggas, man. It's a black man thing, man. I need to gird up y'all loins. I think it's more in this video. If y'all want to watch more, I think it's a little bit more. If y'all want to see more, put 7s in the chat. All right, if y'all want to see more, because this week energy is what I don't want to see in 2024. I think y'all get the gist. I think y'all see the point, right? But it's not what I want to see in 2024. Go ahead, play the video. It's one more point I wanted out of here.
Argument that says, I don't want the responsibility.
I'm a leader.
I don't want to fix shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This that weak nigga
I'm gonna fall back.
I don't want to fix
and
shit.
let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand? Your argument feeds the feminist narrative.
That's not what we're making excuses for.
We're not going to be held responsible because you wanted to choose me. I worked too hard in my life.
Back to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be. And she don't get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie.
But she got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie. And that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
Hard in my life.
Right. She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
But Dr. Umar,
men supposed to make the raise the boys.
Right. We as for the same thing that you talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street? So
what you mean, mental? No, I mean he's a great father.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking that's individual. That's good, but that's individualism. What are we doing collectively?
So what we're hearing is a back and forth between them, right? Saying, but she had a choice to pick an Eli, but she picked Pookie and Ray Ray. He's then saying the Pookies and the Ray Rays won't exist unless you black Negroes was in the hood teaching them not to be the stereotypical Pookie and Ray Ray.
Out of one, real quick, out of one.
Go ahead.
Out of everybody in this world, out of one, who are the only ones in the street teaching Pookie and Ray Ray right now? Who are
black
the only
men,
ones?
Hispanic men, black and Hispanic men.
And what are they called according to the Bible?
Israelites.
Exactly. Only the Israelites are the ones teaching in the trenches, teaching out there where nobody wants to go teach at. We're the ones. We'll take on Pookie and Ray Ray. We'll take on the sisters that destroyed. We'll teach them. We'll take them in, and we'll make them into princes and princesses. I yield.
That's what he doing. He's saying you're passing the buck, but then he's going to check them. He's going to ask them, which one of y'all is in the hood teaching Pookie and Ray Ray not to be the stereotypes? Play the video. Let's see the answer to that.
But in my life,
right. She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
But Dr. Umar, men
supposed to make the raise the boys.
Right. We as men, let's hold other men accountable for the same thing that you're talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street? So
what you mean, mentoring them? Now, I mean, he's a great father.
I ain't talking about that's individual. That's good, but that's individualism. Yeah. What are we doing collectively as men to change the trajectory for black boys in the streets right now? Nothing.
We're being
talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it.
It's not going to get better unless we put hands on deck. The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the professional black man moved out the hood. He ain't in the black community no more. Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council person at? We abandon black boys, and then we blame black men for poor choice.
Pause it.
Right way.
So
At the end of the day,
he said we didn't invest in our black youth, our young men, and then we blame them for being poor. Then we blame the women for having poor choices. He said, what are y'all doing in y'all community to change these black boys? Nothing. They're not doing nothing, but they're ready to blame the so-called black woman.
Arguing, that's it.
And before we get off of here, give me Proverbs 8 and 4. Proverbs 27 and 23.
I got 27, 23.
I had he brought out another point. Our role models is the rappers. They're out of the hoods though. The doctors, the lawyers, the successful business owners, they moved out of the hood. And it brings me to a story that the elder's father was talking to me and Kahari about how he stayed in the hood. He did good for himself, in his youth. He wasn't messing around. He's really focused and he did his thing. But when he was in the hood, and he was teaching and putting everybody on to another mindset. Not only that, he was buying the community. This mentality is not in the men today. The men today, when they get successful, they move out of the hood. But it's because then they make the excuse, it's because if I stay here, I'm going to die. They're going to kill me. They wouldn't inflict any pain on you or hurt to you if you were investing into them. They would have another avenue and outlet for their life. We're running away from the responsibility. As leaders, as men, we're running away from the responsibility. Let's see the responsibility that God give us. Proverbs. Give me 8 and 4.
Count on one. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 4, and it reads, "Unto you, O men, I call."
What did the Lord say?
"And my voice is to the sons of men."
Hey, to you, O men, I call. My voice is to the sons of men. But y'all are individualism instead of changing the neighborhood. Y'all so focused on yourself, but it's a community thing. The community is trash. So what we have to focus on is the community and building the community back. But it's going to take you investing into the children. What Proverbs 27 say and 23?
Comes the book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 23.
Look at this.
Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks.
You're the lead. There is no sheep that give the shepherd permission to guide them. Point blank. You take the leadership role and you implement and you start leading. You take diligence. You find out what you're doing wrong for your community to be fixed because you're the leader. Read it again from the top.
Got another one. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks.
Read.
And look well to thy herds.
And look well to your herd. Look well to your people. This is what the focus of the black man should be. I do not want this weak nigga mentality to be in 2024 with us. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to breathe the same air as you weak niggas, man. If you want to pass the buck to the black woman, go back to 2023. Go back there. That was your time. But over here, moving forward, you so-called black man, I will not allow y'all to act like this. That pass the buck spirit. Why don't you give this energy to the black woman? Why are you coming at us like this? Because I'm talking to men. You won't allow, if Dr. Umar if we was in the face of a black woman and a group of black women, we making them accountable for their actions, you're cheesing. You on the White Man podcast doing that. You on Elam podcast while he calling your women bitches. Excuse my language. And you smiling, liking the video. Yes, humble her. It's not his job. She's supposed to fall into subjection to your vision, not the verbal abuse of a heathen. Nobody playing that, man. You weak Negroes, no more weak Negroes in 2024. I do not want to see y'all. I don't want to hear y'all rhetoric. I don't want to hear y'all lingo. I don't want to hear nothing that y'all got going on because y'all is weak. And the reason why y'all are weak is because y'all are not taking accountability and looking to your flock. Man, I'm done, man. I'm done for the night. Man, with that, man, we love y'all, brothers and sisters.
Really, that's another one.
It's our prayer and heart's desire for all Israel to be saved. Khan,
another one.
I don't want to see no more kids perpetuating music videos in 2024. I don't want no, if you not a Titus 2 woman, don't be giving no relationship advice in 2024. And you weak Negroes, man. If you're not willing to take accountability for your part in the destruction of your community and you're willing to change it, I don't want you talking in 2024. I want you niggas to whisper. You weak niggas need to be whispering in 2024, man. You not talking with no boldness. Whisper. Hey, I want that in the chat, man. Spam it in the chat. Weak niggas need to whisper in 2024. Pass the buck Negroes need to be whispering in 2024. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High. I want it, before I get off here, before I play SOT Yazabah fire track as the sign off, all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Let me see that. Weak niggas need to be whispering in 2024, man. And when I'm talking to them on the corner, I'm going to tell them, bro, you should be whispering right now to me. Y'all be looking for that on them camp videos, man. Y'all be looking for that on Pass the Buck Negroes whisper in 2024. 2024 Negroes need to be whispering in 2024. Man. And y'all be looking for me to tell Negroes to whisper on them cat videos, man. Man, and with that, man, we love y'all, family. Thank y'all for joining us. Y'all go ahead and like the video before y'all leave. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom.
All right, let's play, man. Let's get it, man.
I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time may get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for you. Daily reflection got me vexed about my ways. Did not reproach myself, this flesh I can't escape. Put myself in check, Nike tracksuit in this case. A two-edged sword, you know that word, katana blades. Blades cut me asunder so my carnal mind don't blunder. Thank the Most High for SOT, I'm out that slumber. I pray I'm of the multitude that you can't number. Times he had blessed me like in forest counting trees. Yeah, how a light is judgment, bring it to your knees. And it's a thin line between just enough and greed. Yeah, greed. I'm hungry for some righteous knowledge, I'm intrigued. Instruct on how to make it better for our seed. Loving your people, it's just more than a good deed. Seasons we got crabby with each other, disobeyed. So he put a nation over us, men that were base. They pervert the truth, they full of hate, they reprobates. Truth he made us all, but us and you can't conflate. Both found in the ditch when the fool tries to lead the blind. To be upright man, perfect the laws and be divine. Take me through that fire, a new mind to be refined. Even if at night the light hit gold, we still gon' shine. We still gon', yeah. You got that title, that don't make you a good leader. You think your followers be gassing you, that's ether. He's pimping past the McIntyre congregation's Reba. Yeah, I see it. The wicked prosper, don't get caught up with the allure. A constant thought is one, our nation gon' get restored. Search for the answers, keep the laws at the end, endure. Yeah, endure. All the advices in the book, let the fool won't visit. In wisdom, show herself, the few and the most won't get it. A wise man said, is this for sure or are you committed? Yeah, I'm in this. I'm putting bricks in for myself, you make your decision. The map is laid, I took the step, you trust your improvisions. A mustard seed of faith, now watch it grow up through the ceiling. And the Most High, he order all the steps I take. Time may get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for your grace.